social platforms are being stormed with an argument that KANYADAAN of Hindu Vivaah is a regressive phenomenon. Are Kanyas vastus so that unka daan ho sake? There are no objects, there are no matters so that they can be gifted to someone. A very legitimate argument if one looks at it from this particular perspective. However, Kanyadan is a different phenomenon. We have to look at it from a different perspective altogether. It's not at all gifting or daan of the Kanya. It is something else. Say for example, human beings were not always civilized fellows. They were animals in the beginning. Think of the Paleolithic era or the early Neolithic era when human beings were not civilized society. They used to live in communes though, yet they were not civilized. And they used to get involved sexually with each other, even within their own family linkage. Means brothers and sisters used to get married. However, as time passed, as human beings formed civilization from wild lives, when human beings started being more and more civilized, they started observing that marriage, to be precise, sexual involvement within the own family gives birth to defective offsprings. The offsprings are born with teratogenic defects. Human beings started observing it. And then they understood the need for being civilized. And then they understood the need to be more organized and disciplined. They realized that it is not at all wise to be sexually involved within the own family. Then they understood that it is required to get divided into different gotras. A gotra is nothing but a family chain of a single origin. So there are different gotras, mean there are different family chains of different origins. And then they decided to get married intergotra to prevent congenital defects in the offsprings. This was based on observations of the human beings. So when they decided to marry intergotra, then it was required to officialize this gotra shift, gotrantar. Why is it required? Because when we travel from one country to another, first the country of origin has to endorse it, passport, and then the destination country has to endorse it, visa, and then if we have to settle in the destination country, then the destination country has to issue either a permanent residence certificate or the green card or the citizenship. Nothing, all of these are nothing but endorsement that yes, you came from that place but now you are ours. So similarly, when a girl travels from one gotra to another, when she becomes part from one gotra to another gotra, then this process also has to be officialized, has to be endorsed by the representatives of both the gotras. See, the senior of the bride's gotra is the gotra of origin. He or she also endorses this, yes, she belongs to my gotra and now she is going to your gotra. And the gotra to which the bride is moving, representative from that gotra also accepts her and endorses this shift. So this is Gotranta, this is a part, this is absolutely nothing but an officialization of this Gotrantar. Kanyadan is absolutely necessary in Hindu Vivaah. Without Kanyadan, nothing is complete. If Kanyadan hi nahi hua, तो nothing after that is relevant at all. So though the people who are talking against Kanyadan are, I do not know. Now, our objective is not at all making fuss over each and everything. Our objective certainly should be to know the reason behind everything. And after finding the reason, if we find them relevant no more, then we can get rid of them, that particular thing. However, without knowing the reason, how can we discard or